If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Right, we're back with part 2? Yeah, part 2 of episode 3 of The Highway of Blood. And I think we're back with us. Well, I'll let Scott. Are we on part 3? Yeah, part 3. Welcome back to part 3 of Highway of Blood.
Edit that bit out.
I will do. Thanks all for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. Hit like and subscribe if you are. If you're not, you can downvote it and tell me to piss off.
Piss off?
So where we left off, Reg and Jack were having a hard go trying to find their way through the rocky mountainous terrain of the desert to try their best to get back to the town of Abattoir, I believe, to see if they might be able to get some sort of help or assistance, find a phone or something, as that's pretty much their only point of civilization that they have to refer to. And after a few hours of long trek through the mountainous pass, they made it to the other side and down into a generally open terrain. As they were heading down cautiously on a twisting dirt road, they eventually saw the beginnings of the Red Road, the paved highway that they started this whole insanity. But they were moving with enough caution, as far as they know, to see at the intersection of the dirt road and the Red Road highway, there was an old muscle car with a couple of dustbillies just lounging about on there, like they're keeping an eye out or blocking the road. But before we get on with them, we are going to move back to Mary, Wallace, and Timothy inside this cinder block cell, as they've just finished reading these words on the wall. And those words, once again, were knowledge is death. So he, leapt up suddenly, pointed at this wall, mumbled some more, just incoherently as he moaned, pointing at this, and collapsed, essentially collapsed back on the ground, askew, his heart no longer beating. So how would you like to proceed? And by the way, going to move back a little bit. Timothy, when you were searching him, trying to assess his wounds, you would have undressed him and kind of checked him all out as a nurse would. You would have found in his inner coat a journal, but not really a journal. It's just the cover with a single page left within it.
Oh, so it's all been, so that's what was in his mouth. I'll hand it to Mary. Mary, have a look at that.
Okay.
I mean, there's not much to look at. There's like one page, and it's probably blank.
Okay.
So he did eat his own notes.
So.
How did he do that?
Well,
So Mary.
I reckon he didn't do it through choice, Mary. I think these sadistic bastards shoved it down his throat as far as they could. They clearly don't like reading or knowledge at all. So we're just going to have to act really dumb. Maybe if we act really dumb, they might accept us and we can join their cult and then slip away at night.
So I'm going to read off, Mary, what you see in the journal, because there's some typos on here, so I will recognize them quicker because I'm horrible at the word processor. But it's 3 days. This is the last page in the journal. You can just tell because it's at the bottom section of it, where the ridged, torn sections before it, that's where those other pages were. The first notation, handwritten, is noted as April 16th, 1975, a few months ago. It's noted in there that we've lost track of Ms. Sutton, Mr. Webb, and the girl. As someone must have warned them, we are close. We believe that they've headed west. The next entry, dated May 23rd, 1975. Poor Oswald. Apparently his purpose was all used up. Once again, somehow they knew we were coming, but it was real close as they left behind a trap to stop us. We had to burn Mr. Webb's body, as every inch of his flesh was carved with the sign. I am certain we avoided it quick enough before it could take hold. And the last entry is June 13th, 1975. The trail is cold. The girl is not of age yet, so we still have time. We received information about a possible night at the opera in Arizona. People going missing near an unmarked town called Abattoir. We will spend the next week or so speaking to another posse of cowboys to hand off the girl's leads and head out soon after. And that's the last thing written in the journal. Likewise, James, as you're going through him, you do also notice he does have his wallet. That's the only other belonging that he has on his body.
Okay, I'll have a look in his wallet.
Okay. If you open up the wallet and look, you see that there is an FBI badge and an FBI identification naming the name of Special Agent Richard Carlisle. But as you continue to go through it, you see that there's also a CIA badge and a driver's license and several other identifying identity cards with not just the name of Richard Carlisle, but a variety of names. His picture on every single one of them, but a different name on each card.
I'm going to throw that over. I'm going to go, what do you make of this? You're a officer of the law.
So I look at the. So you said these cards all have the ID has his real name, but then the cards have different names.
Well, the ID has the name that he introduced himself as, but the other cards are just a variety of different names: local law enforcement, CIA, ID cards, driver's licenses. Just a variety of just smashed together in the back of this wallet that has his picture on every one, but a different name on each one.
So the old boy here is probably either an undercover Fed or just a con man, because these are all alternative identifications, aliases he's been using. It's hard to tell up from down, left from right, but could go either way.
And what's left of this notebook? It looks like he was doing some kind of official business.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, looking for... Well, I'm not sure what they were looking for. I mean, it sounded like they were looking for missing people, but the people seem to be trying to avoid them unless it's the people who kidnapped them.
Interesting. I wonder, I mean, well, we could sit here and wonder all day long, but...
Do you hear that shooting sound? Do you hear? It sounds like gunfire.
This is outside your room?
It's fireworks.
Oh, okay.
Is it not being picked? I can see it's being picked up by the mic. Are you not hearing it? Oh shit!
Well, I can't tell over the fireworks here.
Oh, okay.
The ambient music and my neighbor doing his yard work. No, I can't hear anything else. Okay, Mary, can I take a look at that?
Yeah, I'll hand it over.
And I real quickly kind of like went through the pain and the fog and kind of skimmed the page. Any idea what you guys make of this reference to this girl not being of age? That's like really kind of freaky.
Is it some kind of cult? Do you think they're waiting till she's 18?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, maybe it's something worse than just 18. Maybe they mean when she's ready to start producing. If that makes any sense. Because
Unfortunately, it makes sense. We had I vaguely paid attention in the academy. There was, we deal with a lot of different topics in the academy, and some are more interesting than others. But sexual offenders is not one that I found overly interesting and kind of grossed me out. But hey, they do exist, and this kind of smacks of some of that. Sadist and predators, no pun intended. I don't know, but we need to get out of here. And I hand the notebook, or what's left of it, back over to Mary.
So
I'll probably bleed over it.
So Scott, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start ripping like his clothes. I'm going to start tearing his clothes up like into strips. There's a reason why.
Okay. Now, mind you, there is a mound of other belongings.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to make a load of. What I want to do is I want to fish it down the grates.
Okay.
Like fish one down the grate, and then actually, how am I going to do that? Actually, how big are the grates? Big enough to get a hand down?
You can get your hand through, but it's not as far as your elbow, because that's not going to be. It's large enough for if you wanted to grasp it, but you can't fit your whole arm into it.
So I want to like, I'm gonna fish. I want to make it long enough, and I want to fish. I want to bring the cloth round and tie it up the top, and then get some more cloth and tie, and so that we've got some leverage to pull it up with.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yes.
What I'm trying to do.
What is, Timmy? So I get an idea what you do, but what is your strength?
My strength is 65.
And Keith?
I've got guns,
I have
man.
a 70.
Okay.
But obviously I'm hampered to some
Mine
extent.
is 65.
Okay.
Oh, we got guns.
So it's big enough where two of you could assist with because you have the combined strength to dislodge it if you wanted to try. But we need a hard strength check. So, but if you're going to use some sort of leverage, we may just allow that to be.
What way does the door open?
Where does the door open?
Yeah, does it open in or outwards?
Well, the best of your it looks like it probably opens outwards.
And there's no handle on this side.
Not on this side, no.
And I ran my shoulder into it a couple of times, and it ain't budging. I mean, it flexes a little, but it's not going to budge. So without any other way out of here, we either sit and wait, or we try this.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna
Yeah,
try and get
that's
that. Basically, I'm trying to get some, because obviously when you're trying to do it by hand, you're gonna hurt your hands and stuff. So I just want to make it a bit so we can just like lift it like that straight up rather than like. Do you know what I mean? So like I got a bit of cloth, one bit of cloth wrapped around it, making a loop on one side, and then on another part of the grate.
You're using it to like make a sling out of it, yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll tie some more cloth around it to like lift it up like that. Well, with two people just like standing up over it, which should give us a bit more leverage.
Yep. Go ahead and give me a strength check then.
Do I need to still get an extreme or hard tech check?
So you're going to use this as leverage, okay, which is fine. And then, but no, I'm gonna say if you're not going to just, if you're going to apply a little bit of extra leverage, that's going to allow you to pull harder with the cloth. And I get at what you're doing. I'm not going to require a hard strength check on this. So.
Well, I still fucking failed.
Spend that luck.
Yeah, I'm going to spend.
Unless you want me to assist. I mean,
well, it requires. According to this, it's a hard strength check by two people.
Okay.
So I need one from you. I mean, but it's just a strength check since you're using this.
So here's the question. Am I at a disadvantage because of my injury?
How bad was your injury?
I'm at 50% health.
Yeah. I mean, it's a situation like that. I would say that you, yeah, with the penalty die.
So as I go to grab the cloth,
hang on. Is Mary not help? Is it me and Mary?
Oh, Mary
doing
can do it. Mary's strong enough. Yeah, she also qualifies to carry it over the combined strength necessary. So Wallace, you don't have to do it. Mary can do it for you, or do it instead.
Got
of
a
you, I should say.
65.
Yeah, that's more than enough between yours and Timothy's.
Let's give it a go.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at that. Sweet baby Jesus.
I will
Look at
say
that big
that,
Reg. We're not so bad now.
I'm going to say that that's going to allow you to give James enough strength to assist, since this is an extreme success. Okay. So like you said, James, so you're wrapping this cloth around the bars. You're wrapping it, I assume, around your forearms, and you're using the
Yeah, I'm doing it on
cloth
both sides
themselves
as well, so that it's not just me that's got this leverage. Mary also can use this thing I've assembled.
Okay. So you're pulling, and you hear the breaking of the sediment, the cement, and you can hear rocks underneath it just start to fall away and splash into the water below. And Timmy, you can feel the cloth that you're holding start to rip as, Mary just kind of gives a push as, suddenly the grate comes flinging up, and you feel some, more rocks just tumble down into the hole below as the grate opens up. But I need everyone's size though, because as it stands now, this hole that you've removed the grate, the hole kind of shrinks a little bit below, and at this moment in time, it's going to be a size 50 or less.
Oh, well, I can't fit down it.
Anyone?
Neither can I. I'm size 70.
Give me a spot hidden check, both of you.
I'm big and manly. I'm 75.
Okay.
Oh, I fucking succeeded. Holy shit.
Okay, so as you're sitting there and you're looking at this hole and you're thinking there's no way that we're going to be able to fit in there, you do notice some more stones fall away, Timmy. As they do, you realize that these stones are loose, that if you can clear them away, it might be able to allow for someone bigger to get into it. So I need oh boy. But it's going to take some time to dislodge these rocks. It's going to require some consecutive strength checks as you're kind of, taking whatever you can find in there to chip away at these stones and dislodge them.
Right, but if I get who could fit down it? Would it just literally be me?
It'll allow for, if you succeed at doing it, I'll tell you this, it will allow for someone of 65 or less to get down into the hole.
Right, what size are you, Sue?
70.
And Keith?
I'm 75.
Is that I'm not going to do it because where can I go if I'm the only one that can get through?
But if you can get out and get help, then you might be able to save us.
Yeah,
But
you
where
might be
would
able
I
to
get?
open the door.
Where do I get help from?
I don't know. Run for the hills. The hills have eyes, but run for the hills.
Run for your life.
Right, but my argument is if I get out, I don't know where to go. I'm not going to survive the desert. Wallace?
Well, somebody's got to get out of here. I mean, if you're the only one that can get through this damn thing and get out of here, then you're better off than staying in here. And I look at Mary and kind of get like my face kind of goes ashen white, and dying with us because obviously we can't fit down that hole. No offense, Mary.
Worked out less.
The cameras were heavier back then too, so.
Well,
I mean, by all means, if you want to, If you
Wanna
want to
stay
stay,
here?
that's fine. But I think if
Yeah,
you
but-
got the chance to get the hell out of here, get the hell out of here. Don't be a damn hero.
Yeah, Jack and Reg are out there somewhere. You might be able to find them and get back to us.
Look, they couldn't find their way out of a fucking paper bag.
I think you sell them short. I think they're smarter than that.
Alright,
Jack's
I'm
a
just-
good guy.
Not the ones locked up, mate. You are.
Well, there's that too.
I'm gonna start kicking away at this, like kick away at the brickwork. I'm gonna start bringing the bricks up as well, and I'm like, you could potentially use these as a weapon as well. You could like smash someone's head in. I mean that
Yeah,
grate's
fair
probably,
enough.
Yeah, that grate's probably too heavy to. Is there anything on the ceiling?
Nothing on the ceiling. This is almost
Alright.
like a cement, just a complete cement, a hollow cement block.
I'm gonna look outside the door and under that door again through that
Okay.
crack.
So, James, as you're going through the, you need something to chip away because you really don't have anything hard enough to chip away at these stones.
There's a fucking bucket.
And there is a bucket. It's an older bucket made of wood. But I mean, if you like to go back into the mound and take a look, see if you might be able to find something in there. if you'd
Okay,
like. Okay. Just give me a spot hidden again.
brilliant.
Okay.
My worst fucking skill. Well, not my worst skill,
Okay.
but
Yes. Mary, did you want to help him? I mean, he's declared that he wants to chip away, but there's nothing that could be found there. So
can I use my foot? Can I use my shoe? You said it's
if
loose.
worse, yes, you can eventually. I mean, you can, but it's going to take more time. They would go quicker if you had something. Okay.
Here we are.
So Mary, go ahead and roll me a d12. So Mary, you're pushing this clothing away, and as you do, you hear a rattling sound as you move a shoe, and a pill bottle just comes tumbling out of
Oh, brilliant.
of the pile and lands in front of you. But also Wallace, you can take a check also if you like.
And that was spot hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pill bottle. Brilliant.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll burn the. Let me see what I got. Where the hell did my luck go? There it is.
Experimental.
Ooh, I'm down to 40 luck. Ugh. Yeah, I'll burn it.
Okay.
Put me at 35 luck, so I'll burn the 5.
Go ahead and roll me a d12.
All right, luck has been adjusted. I got an 8.
Roll again. Because that's
I got an 8.
wow.
You want me to roll again? See if I get an 8 again?
There's a lot of pills. No, go ahead.
Somebody's a druggie. I got a 7.
All right. Excellent. So, yeah, I mean, the only other thing that you find a tin can that's filled with Dapper Dan pomade. But I mean,
What?
the can, yes, pomade.
Hair grease.
Hair grease.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, if you wanted to, the tin can is pliable enough. If you wanted to crush it, it could essentially help you chip away at it better than your foot. But I mean, it's still going to be slow going. Wallace, you said that you were looking under the doorway.
Yes.
So you find this pomade. You could see as you glance underneath the doorway again. You can hear the crushing sound of sand and pebbles, and you can see shadows approaching the door.
Shh, shh, hey, shh, shh, somebody's coming. And I take the top off the pomade can, and I smear it on that top step,
Okay.
trying to make it slicker and shit. And then I put it down. I try to smear some on the top step where I think somebody's gonna step, and then some on the second step. I try to, cover as much on the first 2 or 3 steps. I don't know how many steps there are. 3, 4. First couple of steps, as much as possible to make it super slick.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's kind of slick, kind of tacky, but I'm hoping it will work in my favor.
It's worth a go.
Why not? Nothing else is working.
I'm gonna stand right near the edge of the wall as well, like just stand there and just put myself up against the wall. Do we want to do that? I'm looking at Wallace. Do we want to do that?
Get a brick.
I'll
Brick.
get a brick. I'll get a brick.
I'll
No
get
brick.
one too if there's any spare.
Well, there's no bricks in here. I mean, there's the bucket.
Right, but you said that you said the wall was really crumbly.
Oh well, the sides of the grating over the drain, that's crumbled. You know, that's what I'm talking about. The sides of that you're trying to chip away to allow someone bigger to get in there.
So that's just hard packed dirt. That's
How heavy is this?
mortar.
How heavy is the
Okay.
grate? How heavy is the grate?
Very heavy. I mean,
So
you could hold it up, but I mean, it's still going to be heavy. I mean, if you were thinking about using it as a weapon, I mean, I could allow that, but it's still going to be a bit unwieldy. But I mean, it is an iron grate. So, but you're strong, right? Or relatively strong.
I don't think I'm the strongest. No, me and Sue are the same, aren't we? We're both 65 strength, right?
Yeah.
I'm stronger, but I'm injured. I grabbed the bucket, and I probably the closest person would probably be Sue or Mary. So I throw the bucket at Mary.
Lovely. There's stuff in it, you know.
It sloshes, and a strong scent of rancid urine hits you in the face. as
Yep.
you
Sorry,
pick it up.
Mary.
Nice.
But I mean, it doesn't splash. But I mean, yes, it's still filled with
Use
with
that.
the urine. So you hear a, and you hear the crunching of steps on there, and you hear, "Afternoon, y'all.
Is it the doctor?
Do us all a little favor and step back. There's a couple gents out here with loaded shotguns that are ready to do what they need to do if you don't listen. If you all can hear me, give a knock back." No knock? Okay. So you hear another, and one more time it goes, Y'all awake? Hello? And then you hear another voice go, they might be out, Doc. They could still be passed out. I mean, that one was beat up pretty bad, but it's these, who knows how long these I know how long these drugs last, and they've been there long enough to have woken up. So y'all need to just proceed with caution. He's all, okay, fair warning. This door is going to open, and I'm going to give a count to 2, and then we're going to come inside. So, so position yourselves on there, just so I have a general idea of where you're going to be when the door opens.
I just want to see I want to hear the description of Mary throwing piss.
No. Bucket of piss.
Bucket. Okay. Yeah. Bucket of piss.
Okay.
I'm pretty much where my token's at. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
That's
So
pretty spot on.
So you hear the grinding of metal, or first you hear the jangling of keys as a lock is being unlocked, and you hear the grinding of metal as the door is pulled open, and the door, it's open slightly, doesn't open all the way, but no one comes inside yet, and you hear, all right, 1, 2, and then you hear, all right, Billy, go ahead, head inside. So the first thing you see as he begins to step in is the muzzle of the shotgun. So what this if you're going to attack, this is going to roll into a combat situation. So I just kind of need to know what you're going to do next. So you're going to, what is it that you're going to do? As you can see the beginning of the muzzle of the gun. So,
well, I'm gonna point at Sue to throw the piss at him, and I'm gonna try and grab the shotgun once she throws the piss at him.
I'm just hoping he falls. I'm not doing anything yet.
okay, so you're going to grab the muzzle, James, of the shotgun. Is that you said what you're going to do?
Yeah, I want to grab it and just yank it out of his hands.
Yeah, I'm waiting till I can actually see a person rather than just a gun before I throw anything.
Okay.
Don't throw the piss till you can see the white of his eyes.
I need a...
I mean, that's not a phrase I thought I would hear tonight.
James, what's
You
your
know
dex?
what? I thought it was a phrase I'd
What's
hear
your dex?
tonight.
40.
What's your dex?
40.
Your dexterity's 40?
Yes.
You're fucked.
All right. Give me a... Let's see here. What's your stealth, James?
50.
Go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
The sneaky nurse.
Hard
Look at
success.
that.
Okay. All right.
Go, Timmy, go.
All right. So this is going to fall under a surprise attack. Granted, he's anticipating it, but you're going to surprise them because you've kept quiet. So you're going to grab the muzzle of the gun. Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm going to grab the muzzle and then punch him in the face. Like, grab it with one hand and punch him in the face and try to get him to loosen the grip so I can take that shotgun away from him.
Go ahead and give me a melee attack then.
23.
Okay.
I probably hit the wrong fucking thing.
Okay, so... Okay, and... All right. So go ahead. So you're going to grab the gun, you're going to pull it forward, and you're going to give him, a punch in the face. Is that what you're going to do? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you're going to succeed on that. So what I need is the damage for your punch.
1d fucking 3. Hey.
No strength bonus?
No, it just says damage 1d3. I don't think I've got a damage bonus because of my size. Actually, if I just click this, it should automatically do it. Oh no, because then I might... 2 damage. Woohoo!
Okay.
Hey, not too bad.
Yeah.
No.
What
So.
are you doing?
All right. Where was his sheets?
How does unarmed malfunction?
Unarmed
Yeah.
malfunction?
You ever tried to punch something when you haven't actually set your hand properly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
All right, where are we at here? All right, so James, you're going to pull the gun forward, right? And you're going to feel his grasp loosen on it as you rip it from him. You don't hear the blast of the shells as you pull it forward, and you leap in and punch him right directly in the face as he's knocked backwards a moment. And in that instant, you can kind of take a slight glance outside, and you can see that there's another one behind him with a shotgun. And likewise, the older gentleman that you recognize as the doc, that you met back in Abattoir. So now, I believe, unless the others are going to do something, we will roll into regular combat. But Sue, are you going to do something else then?
I'm just waiting for the guy to become visible.
Okay. So, all right. So then, in that instance, then we'll go into the regular combat. So we'll need to set initiative based on dexterity. So I believe. Now, if you open up your turn order, do you see it still, or is it blank? Because
It's
the
It's blank.
It's blank. Okay, let me just clear it out. So, because it still shows on mine. All right, so let's do James. So if I grab them all right, and then I can add them in automatically.
Press A. Yeah, if you got the if you got the
Control U. Yep. There we go. All right. So Mary, I mean, you can either put it in, or if you want to read me your dexterity, I'll go ahead and enter it. And
Mine is 40.
Sorry, somebody was knocking on my door.
what's your
You need me to
initiative?
roll anything?
What's your initiative? What's your dex?
My dex is 75. I'll type it in.
Yeah, if you hover, Mary, if you hover over the 0, you should be able to like input 40 yourself. Good God, that's a big person. How are they fitting through the door?
you. I don't need your token hatred.
Look, it's really easy. It's really
Quiet.
easy to fix. Like really, it's like.
Mary, you said yours was 40?
Yep.
Okay. Whatever, James. And there we go. And there we go. There we go. All right.
Good God. Well, at least if we all die, that's it. We don't have to play anymore.
Of course. Let's see here. Where is... Let me just get the Reverend here. I wasn't expecting you guys to try to get out so soon. Sorry.
This is us you're talking about, man.
Right. You know, I'm gonna spread pomade on the floor and throw piss at him, and I'm sitting here flipping through the keeper's manual, going, "What chapter is that under? Mike Mason, help!"
I'm in the confusing position of knowing exactly what all the stuff in the notebook means because I've played a different game. But obviously Mary knows nothing.
Yes. Yep. And damn it, where? Oh wait, he's not. Why is he not in there? All right, hold on. Apparently, I've missed another set of attributes. I just need to get his real quick. And I mean, he's old. He can't be that. Yeah. Well, he's quicker than some of you.
He's sprightly.
Okay. And GM overlay. Oops. Nope. Go down here. Right. That. Here. All right. Okay, so one's inside.
You just got rid of the initiative tracker.
One's out here. Okay, and initiative tracker and sort. And there we go. Okay, so. All right. So James, the one that you knocked back. Okay, that you pulled the gun and you've pulled it into the room and you've punched him and he's going to knock back. He's going to scamper out of the way of the door. Okay. Okay. The other one is going to just stand in the doorway with his shotgun, and he's going to point it at you and shout at you to back the fuck up. So with that, Wallace, what do you do?
Can I see him standing in the door, or is he actually outside?
He's outside pointing in. So he hasn't come into there's
Okay.
like a little alcove where the door is that he hasn't stepped in there. He's outside. I mean, if you've got movement that would allow you to just move
No.
it.
If I can see the barrel of the gun, I'm just going to stay off to the side where I'm at, out of eye shot.
Okay.
Yeah, or out of eyesight, not shot. Haha, I don't want to get shot.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna delay and hold my action and see if an opportunity presents itself.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to hear the voice of the doctor, and he's going to shout, "Hey, hey, hey, hey! All right, y'all just need to remain calm and step away because Billy and Ted here, they're going to get angry and they're going to call the rest of them here. Don't think for a moment you've got any sort of chance. So I suggest you just back away, and we're going to figure this thing out." And so, Timmy, what do you do? So you
So we know. Okay, so I'm just literally gonna step back around the corner.
okay, Mary?
Yeah, I'm still feeling inclined to throw this bucket.
Okay.
I mean, I would say what's the worst that can happen, but I'd probably roll 100.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's find
So-
out.
So are you gonna throw it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go right ahead.
So is that a throw roll? That sounds like.
Yes. That's
That's where it's going to
with-
go.
No, but do you have the specialty of piss underneath it, or no? Okay.
I'm not sure where that went, but
Right.
not
Okay.
anywhere I wanted it to.
Right. So Mary, you go. You're going to step forward, and it's just going to just splash everywhere. It's going to. I mean, it's been in there for so long that the liquid is kind of congealed a bit.
and
So
it's
it's
all
not-
ammonia.
It's not going to go the distance that you want it to go. So it just kind of just splashes onto the steps in front of the door, leaking out into the dry, cracked desert sand. So, all right. So we're going to move on to the one with the gun, and he's going to shout again. He's like, "Everyone up against the wall!" And you hear the cocking of the shotgun, and then you hear him say, "Billy, go and get the rest. We got a situation here that we need to take care of." And you hear Billy go, "Absolutely." Okay, Wallace.
I am going to. Is the floor dirt or is it all concrete?
The floor itself is concrete. The part where the grating is, it's a mash of dirt and mortar and the stones. So that's kind of why it's not as secure and solid as the rest of the wall. But I mean, the floor itself is cement.
Is there anything on the floor in my reach that I can grab and throw? It doesn't need to be anything like big. I just want to throw it as a distraction, like into this dude's face.
Give me a spot hidden check.
Wrong tab coming up. I got a 69. I needed
Nothing.
a 50.
Dude,
Nothing
Find a dulo.
immediately
Yeah.
near you, Keith. I mean, it's Timmy. Did you pick up the grate?
No.
No. So I mean, to the left of you is the large grate laying next to the hole. Unless I didn't hear anyone say they secured it, so that hole's still open.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that large grate that you effectively could pick up and throw, but I mean, it's gonna be heavy, so it's gonna be with the penalty die.
Can I see
throw
his
the grate.
shotgun?
Throw the grate.
He's still standing outside the doorway. He hasn't moved in yet. He's shouting. Timmy has seen him with the shotgun pointed at him, but what? A long time ago in a galaxy far away. No, 74.
Why
But
didn't
yeah, so-
Timmy shoot him?
Well,
'Cause
Timmy
I'm
pulled the shotgun in, so he's. I mean, if Timmy, if you want to, you now,
Well,
can
once
turn
it's-
the shotgun around.
Once it's my turn, Wallace, I will.
Oh, because this is like my second go. That's why I was asking.
Well, Timmy was standing looking down the barrel of a shotgun with a guy telling him to back away. So he
All right.
took cover, so to speak, is how I saw it.
Okay. I'm gonna. Fuck.
Just you can hold your action, I think, can't you? Can you hold your action?
I already did.
Well, just hold it again.
I'm actually gonna go like right up to the edge of the stairs, right? And reach up with my hand and like in the doorway, do kind of like throw my hand out into the open doorway and then kind of pull it back. What I'm trying to do is distract them, so maybe frickin' Timmy could get do something with that damn shotgun of his.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's do a. Let's see. The best thing went under. There's no performance. Just give me a persuade check, or yeah, just go ahead. Just give me a general persuade check.
All right. 77. I needed a 50. Yes.
Okay.
We are truly dreadful.
We are horrible, particularly me.
So, I'm still going to give him his roll because he's got this is going to be an opposed roll because you're trying to distract him. So, he could fail horribly also. Well, it's the same way. So, generally speaking, you pull your hand out, but as far as you can tell, you don't know if he's actually distracted. If he's anything
fair.
with your hand. Okay. All right. So. Again, you can hear the crunching of the sand as the doctor is talking. It's evident that he's backing away, and he says, "This is your last warning." He says, I'd hate to hurt y'all, but if it's come to you hurting one of my kin here, or you guys just not backing down, then we're gonna have to do it the hard way.
Fuck off, old man.
Fair enough. He says, "Okay, well, don't say that I didn't warn y'all." All right, Timmy.
I'm just putting the shotgun in.
Mm-hmm.
What's the damage of a shotgun?
46.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 4d6?
It's 46.
And it's
And then
range?
2d6.
Oh, right, yeah, because I've got to do fucking multiple levels of it. What's the range of it in close range?
Shotgun. I have to look. Let's see here. It'd be under their sheet. Let me pull that up.
Basically, I'm going to lean around the corner and shoot him because I'm at close range, or point blank range because I'm within my. I forget what ability it is, but I should
Dex.
get a bonus. Yeah, it's like my dex bonus or whatever. Dex, the 40 goes to 4. As long as I'm
What
within.
gauge shotgun is it?
It's going to be it's a sawed-off shotgun. So short range does 46, medium range does 2d6.
Yeah.
There's only 2 shots, right, in it?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 1 bullet left, or 1 slug left. Yeah, so I'm going to shoot. I'm just going to lean around the corner and shoot him at point blank range.
Okay.
With the remaining bullet, with the remaining slug.
Okay.
And I get advantage on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a hard success.
Okay, great.
Roll your advantage too. Just in case.
Well, that didn't fucking work. So it's just a D10,
Bit
right?
worse.
Same, isn't it? A 10?
Yeah.
Was
that's
Was
the
that?
same.
Or was that a 0? Is that a 9? Would that be a 9?
That would
That'd
be
be
a 0.
Yes, that's
That was-
9, which makes it. Does it make it a? What does a 9 do?
Well,
If it's
you'd need to get a is it critical? No, I don't think it's a critical.
No, it's not going to be. A critical.
It's still going to be a hard success.
Quick. Where is it here?
He did 12 damage, though. Bow.
Boom and boom. Okay, great. Okay, so you jump forward, Timmy, right?
No, I don't jump.
No.
I lean out
Okay.
around the corner and shoot him.
Okay. Well, okay, fair enough. So you hear the blast of the shotgun, and as it explodes, you hear this. It's almost like a muffled sound, as rather than the muzzle flash coming out of the front, it's almost like a poof of gas, and you see something come out of the front as it knocks him backwards into the dirt. As something collides with his chest, and you hear his just as his breath just leaps out of his mouth, and he's knocked backwards, and he collapses back into the ground. And as you can kind of see him leaning there, and kind of resting and before him in the dirt is what looks to be a soft ball-shaped object right at his feet.
So it's another one of those beanbag ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But as far as you can tell, though, it's knocked him out cold.
All right, Wallace, you're up, or Mary, whatever you want to do.
All right. So next up, we have Mary.
I'm kind of out of ideas at this point.
Run.
Go get his shotgun.
Well, now I know that they're shooting beanbags instead of shot. I'm a lot less scared.
Run.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Run.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Okay. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and move you outside to here. Okay. And let's see here. So I'm just going to go ahead and move you out, Mary. Just get you out of the general area. So do I have a question, though? You've got 2 paths to go. Well, actually, well, 2 technically. You look to the north and you look to the south. So there's 2 ways you can go. And I'm going to pull this up real quick for you all. And then we'll move back to your scene.
He said, y'all.
Yeah, it's hard to get rid of that inflection once you start using it. So if you look at the map here, this is where you've run out, Mary. Okay, so you could head north. You see that there's a set of buildings to your left as you're running out. You know, there's the one the one Dust Billy that was spoken to earlier is, you know, looks like he's starting to run off in that direction. As you also see the dock here as he's backing away towards there. You head to the south, you see more buildings, but it's more of an open area down here. So do you head to the north or the south as you run out the doorway?
I'm gonna head south.
South. Okay, fair enough. Okay. All right. So, moving back.
All I know is Reg and Jack better find a car and come save us.
We'll do our best.
All right. So, let's see here. So, let me go ahead and let's just see here. Let me do this to see. Okay. And it's not going to be. All right. So, Mary, you continue the run. This one is. He doesn't. I mean, you can't see it, but he's going to continue on. He's heard the explosion of the gun, and he's done what the doctor has told him to do. So he's heading off apparently to go get some more help. So we're going to move on to the next turn of order. In that instance, that's going to have Wallace.
I'm gonna follow suit like Mary, and I am going to bolt out of up the stairs, out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
and I am going to, seeing the position of where the doctor is, the guy on the ground, and the other guy running off, I am going to follow suit behind Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to take the opportunity, this guy here that's down, I'm going to kick him in the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that what that will do is that's going to not allow you to catch up to Mary. So we'll just say there's going to be some distance between you.
Sure,
and her.
that's fine.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm going to kick him in the head because, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So you hear the doctor exclaim, "Ah, shit," and he's sitting there just kind of he's staring at you both, and he's going to pick up his pace as he backs in that opposite direction. But he is going to shout. He says, this is just going to make it even more difficult. There's a lot in here that are going to enjoy finding you because there sure as hell ain't no way out. And you kind of hear that echo down in this open area within this compound as he, tends to pick up his pace and head in the direction of the other Dustbilly who is heading off to, get some sort of help. And then he says one more thing. He says, "You're not the first ones to run, and you certainly won't be the first ones to make your way out of here." All right, Timmy.
All right, I'm gonna rush out the door. I'm gonna drop the shotgun and pick up the other, and go to the body and pick up the other shotgun.
Okay. All right.
And then follow Sue or Mary.
Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do before we move on to Bud and Pookie. We're going to look at where I'm going to move you back to the map, and I kind of want to know where you're going to want to go at this point in time. So, let me move you guys back over there. All right. And I'm going to just kind of give you a brief description of the whole area now that you're kind of out in the open and where you're at. So let me pull that up here. And
I want to go to hell in a handbasket if I don't change my ways.
okay, so you can tell this is a grouping of buildings. And, in the panic, your eyes are making an assessment. You can see in the distance as you're heading south through this large, open, dusty, weed-covered courtyard is, about a 10-foot tall adobe wall. Okay, so that's the first thing you see as you're looking straight across this open area. And then also, Wallace, yes, directly to your left, there is a larger building, but you can see an industrial-sized windmill, coming out and on top of that building, and there's, you can see that there's also a large platform underneath it. So, oops, that's the map. So you can see immediately. You're like I said, you're assessing it. This area, you can see to your. Oh, go back. Okay, so we're gonna say you're gonna get to about here, right? This over here is an impressive looking adobe church. Something that could have been built back in the missionary days. It's the first thing that catches your eye. You can likewise see that there's a set of buildings over here that are kind of nondescript, but and you can see in the center of this courtyard area. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Oh boy, where is it? Okay. You can see that there is a gate down here near the end of the wall itself, and situated over let's see. Oh, damn it. This is the wrong map. Hold on. I need my other map up. I'm on. All right, here we go. There it is. Great. Okay, and then in the open area of, this compound is in the central area over here. You can make it out just kind of in the instance you're running that there's some sort of statue of a woman in that general area. So that's kind of what you are just kind of, absorbing as you're trying to take flight. You haven't seen or noticed anyone yet, at least that what you could tell. So where is it you're going to run to is kind of what I want to know at this point in time. Just kind of ping on the general area.
I'm following Mary, so it's up to Mary.
Okay, Mary, since you're kind of leading the way, where are you running to?
Well, it looks like there's some gates on the map. Are those actually gates? Do they look...
Down here?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so that is a gated, it is a gate area. But let's see here. I had it here. Here we go. But it's a heavy looking double gate, large enough to get a vehicle in and out. So they're larger gates. And next to it is what the best you can assess is a small kind of what would be considered a gatehouse. You can see a single window, and a door on this particular gatehouse. But that's all you can assess. Currently, the gates are closed.
Well, for want of a better idea, I'm going to run towards the gates and hope we can get out somehow that way.
Okay.
And that's the way I'm going.
Okay. Timothy?
Yeah, I'm following behind.
Okay.
Is there any cars in the courtyard?
Currently now, no. I mean, nothing in the courtyard. Okay, but I will go ahead and say this, that as you're running through the courtyard, or as you're heading down this way, you can see there are large garage doors on this building over here. No, that's excellent. I'll be back in just a minute, baby. So large sliding doors, that could be construed as storage or garage. So
okay.
So you're running forward, and
Do we want to go to the garages?
That might give us something we can ram the gates with.
Okay. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna run. So I'm gonna. I assume that's. I'm gonna run to that one. I reckon Keith should run to that one, and Sue can run to that one, the other one, and then we'll try opening them all.
okay. All right, and there's also a regular door that leads into the building itself.
Oh, is there?
Let's see here. No, actually, yeah, there is. There's a set of, yeah. 3 across. Okay. Well, it's hard to tell. It doesn't really say if this is a. I'm just going to say, so you're going to roll over, just head over to the roll up garage doors. Oh yeah, and you do pass a set of 3 windows in this area right here. So these right here, these aren't doors, these are windows.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're heading down there. So you're gonna try to open up one of the rolling garage doors.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so as you're running past, you immediately notice that the 3 windows are secured and covered in a wire mesh. And then the first one of you hits the door, you can hear the sound of the chain and the gears starting to turn as you realize that this it's not locked. So are you going to open all 3, or the first one that's going to hit a door, you're just going to open that one and go through it?
I think the first one we get to.
Okay, so we'll say, this one right here. So it opens up now. So just gonna fling it open or try to lift it up as quick as you can.
Yep.
Okay. So you slide open the door, you rush inside, and it smells of, and this would be something, Wallace, you would be used to since you've worked on your van quite a bit. The
Okay.
familiar smell of oil, grease, and gasoline. So
Okay.
it smells like a workshop or an auto garage. Immediately when you walk in, the first thing you see, lined along the back wall of this area, is a tool bench. And also parallel to each one of these ports is repair pits. For those, I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. That's it's a concave into the ground. Okay, so and then when you go in, you can see in the northern section of it that there is a wide doorway that leads into another area, the area where those three windows are. And there is a single door on the southern wall. And let's see here. Okay, so what do you do? There's a northern doorway that leads into the area where the three windows are, and likewise you can see far across on the other edge there's a door over here. Immediately reading at the door is labeled storage. So what do you do in this instance?
Is there any cars in here?
There's no cars in the garage.
Fuck's sake. It might be worth us arming ourselves. There may be tools we can use.
Yep.
Like wrenches.
Yeah, we'll start scrounging around.
Okay. All right. So you start going through... Go ahead.
Should we cut there, go for a break,
Yes.
and then come back to Jack and Reg?
Wrap it. Yep, and then we can wrap it after that. So yes. So now, when you enter the garage, everyone give me a listen roll, and then we'll cut to the next scene. Just one more roll, and then we'll move on. Okay.
Bollocks.
Okay.
I'm spending one.
Jesus.
I'm spending one luck.
Okay.
I don't
As
have
you-
enough luck to spend.
As you head to the back, you see this, this tool bench. And, let's arm ourselves. Let's find something. Timothy, you can hear the slight crunching of boots on sand as you turn around, and you see that the garage door is still open, and the sound is coming from outside.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So
Shh.
yeah, we'll take a short break.
Right. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back to Pookie and Bud. So don't touch that dial. We'll be back with the final hour.
Okay. Well, ish.